Welcome to Think Big with Dan and Qasim. Join hosts Dan Melnick and Qasim Masood as they explore big ideas, limitless possibilities, and engage with visionaries, entrepreneurs, and thought leaders who dare to dream big, get inspired, motivated, and find practical tips for personal growth. Think big, dream bigger, and ignite your potential.
All right, welcome back, everybody. Our guest today, Hyacinth Tucker. Hyacinth, it's great to have you on. I really appreciate you being here. And could you tell us, first of all, where you're calling in from and what you do for a living with the Laundry Basket?
I'm very pleased to be here with you as well. I'm calling in from Maryland, and we are a subscription-based mobile laundry and dry cleaning delivery solution, and we service the greater DC, Maryland, and Northern Virginia area.
Amazing. And can you tell me a little bit more about your background and what got you interested in, working into this space? And I mean, it seems like a pretty novel idea, shockingly to me. Can't believe I don't hear more about this, but what was kind of the catalyst for you to really put 2 feet into, developing this brand? And what kind of need did you see out there in the market for folks to really, again, just kind of put 2 feet in and really run with this thing?
Yeah. So I'm going to have to paint the picture. So it's after COVID and I'm at my girlfriend's house, and, that's when we can actually, hang out with people. I'm at my girlfriend's house and there are clothes everywhere. And I mean, everywhere. And she's talking to me and she's telling me how tired she is, how busy she is, and of course, how much she hates doing laundry. And I'm like bending down to help her. And I realized that she's buying new clothes instead of washing the clothes that she already has. And I'm like, well, girl, that's just going to lead to more laundry. And she looks at me and she says, I wish there was someone that can come and take all this laundry and do it for me, and I'll pay for it. So I was like, okay, ding, 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 the pay part. So I was like, okay, I'll do it. And literally, that is how it got started, in a living room. And of course, I did that. And then I was like, you know what? She needs it. I know that I really, have like that suitcase that still needs to be unpacked because I don't want to wash the clothes. Must be other people that need it as well. And so I just went looking, and I went to like a local moms group, and I just told them about the idea, and they fell in love with it. I had like a page. I just had like a little piece of paper, and it was like double sides of names of people who were like, I'm interested. And that's how it got started. That's
amazing. And then I guess when you think about, obviously, like with the advent of ride sharing and all these kinds of other things with DoorDash delivery and things, kind of contracting people out to be drivers or deliveries for different types of services. What was your kind of idea for, how you were going to contract people out to actually like do these delivery services? Do you have full-time employees that like do that as a job, or do you contract people out to kind of do it through like a third-party service?
Right. So it is a team. And so we could go like that model of like the gig model, but right now it is actually a team of us that get it done. We have drivers, we have laundry attendants, we have a seamstress because we do alterations as well. So as this team, we're like rocking and rolling and making it work. And we want to continue to obviously hire more people and kind of just build a team. We also have our federal trademarks. So our goal is to expand into different regions and cities. So coming to you and,
Thank God.
and also globally as well. So we're eyeing Toronto as our first global expansion. And so, we're going to keep on expanding this.
That's amazing. So obviously, when you get the idea for the original idea, I can imagine you just kind of taking deliveries to local laundromats and doing it there. Do you kind of have your own facilities now? Obviously, you have your full-time team that's doing the deliveries, but you have your own facility now as well?
Right. Because we service such a large span, like I said, Maryland, DC, and Northern Virginia, it is better for us and lower overhead is that we partner with local laundromats and dry cleaners. So we kind of utilize like the ghost kitchen model. So when they're not there, we actually rent out the space and then we get our work done at that time. So it gives us the ability to have like access to all the washers, the dryers, the folding tables, and not have to fight with other people. And so it gives us like this really clean process. And then we're helping them out as well, right? Because we're actually giving them money for the use of the space. So now we have 6 operation centers that goes across the geographic that we service.
That's amazing. And then I guess like when somebody wants to use this service, what is kind of the turnaround time for somebody maybe, places an order to get their laundry done on like, say, I don't know, like 9 a.m. on a Monday? Will they get it back same day, or it's just kind of dependent on, how much it is? Naturally, I could probably imagine, but what does that kind of look like?
Right. So we offer same day, we offer next day service. So that is definitely doable for us to do. And of course, based on quantity, like if you give us 1,000 pounds, you may not get that back the same day. But for normal standard households, we can do same day service.
Yeah, that's amazing. And where do you kind of find the majority of people kind of interacting with you as far as, placing orders and things? Do you have a website? Do you have an application application that people can use? Where is most of the traffic coming through that's leading to like conversions and sales and like repeat customers that way?
Yeah, so we do have a website, whydoyourlaundry.com. Of course, we also have Laundry Basket Delivery, but people tend to remember the other one more. So whydoyourlaundry.com. And we meet a lot of people. We go to a lot of places. So of course, I am the face behind the brand. So I'm meeting people on a daily basis and they're like, oh my gosh, we love this. And so we seem to really have grown so much in the past 21 months, 22 months that we've been operating. But yeah, people go on our website. It's really easy. It's a big button that says do my laundry now. So we make it really easy for you. And then you just pick how many bags you want because we do per bag. So our pricing is per bag. And then they schedule and then they kick their feet up and that's it. We come, we pick up, we deliver back and it's easy peasy.
That's amazing. And I suppose when you think about obviously like your digital presence, I can imagine a lot of your, conversions and stuff is going on with like your kind of online community that you're building out here. And I can imagine there's also probably a good amount of organic growth, just word of mouth as well. People find out about this. Like when you first hop on the call, I was like, hey, when are you coming to New York? Because the first thing I needed to know. It's amazing. But I guess like as far as your just like general, I suppose just like marketing strategy, where do you kind of find things that are getting like the most traction for you here in 2024 as far as like your digital marketing goes?
Right. So we definitely have a robust Facebook page that we post to on a frequent basis. We do have Instagram. I'm going to dip my toe into TikTok before it goes away. And then LinkedIn as well. So we have a lot of good presence in the digital market. We also do ads. So we do Facebook ads, and then we're going to start doing some Google ads and some LinkedIn ads as well.
That's awesome. And I guess when you think about, obviously with any kind of service-based industry, or honestly any industry, as a growing brand, you think about who your ideal customer is and really trying to cater to that like kind of market. What do you kind of find from as far as you could tell with like your kind of return customer base? Are they mostly kind of mothers? Are they like, single people living by themselves? What does it predominantly look like as far as your most repeat customers?
It's so funny. It's like we get like so many different types. So if I had to say the most, I would say it would be like middle-aged single women who are busy professional, single, middle-aged women who are really spending a lot of time like climbing their careers, businesses, that type of thing. And after long hours of working and meetings, they come home and laundry is the last thing that they want to do, And so, on weekends, they like to enjoy their time. They're working so hard Monday through Friday. So weekends, they want to hang out with the girls, do brunch, do whatever they want to do, or, do some self-care stuff. And like laundry just kind of gets pushed to the side. And so that's actually like our biggest concentration. But we work with, of course, families. We work with seniors. We work with individuals who have disabilities. We work in the business, like businesses, corporations. We work with hotels, gyms, spas, universities, sports teams. And we also do some subcontracting in the government space as well. So we definitely have a large range of clients, but that seems to be the most.
Yeah, no, it's so amazing. And I mean, I guess that's not surprising now that you say it. I guess I would have just assumed that it would have been more like families just because they probably have more laundry to be done. I can see probably like that kind of middle-aged, very busy single folks that have not like really settled down or married or started a family yet are probably the most like, on the go and the most like pressed for time than it probably ever most of need. So that definitely makes sense. And I guess as well, if we were to speak, I suppose like one or two questions I always love to ask everybody that comes to the podcast who watch any of mine. If we were to speak again a year from now, where do you kind of see like as like next steps for, the company as far as like, horizontal growth and maybe different services or different geographical areas? If we were to speak a year from now, where do you kind of see some of those things going for the brand?
Right. So we see both. So we also see an expansion of our target area. So we're definitely, like I said, we're going into like different cities and regions, global expansion. We definitely see that. And as far as our services, we're into like now probably going to products. We have a line of laundry inspired room sprays that we want to get to market. We also want to do like travel kits so that people can have like certain things to help them with stains on the go. Because how many times, you're in a meeting, you hug someone, lipstick gets on you, makeup gets on you, or you just want to freshen up before like a meeting, ketchup spills on you. So we also want to do that as well. And we also want to do curriculum as well. So we want to help people to get into the laundry and dry cleaning space, to let people know that it is a career option and even from an entrepreneurial pursuit as well as we continue to franchise.
It's amazing. And obviously you're kind of in a unique position as you do start offering products as well as you're already going to be there. So like you could do basically like free delivery for these products that you're selling because you're already going to be in their like exact location by the time you're doing the other services. So I think that's really savvy. I quite like that. It's amazing. And one of the other questions I always love to ask Hyacinth, is just, if you go back to, I know you mentioned 21 or 22 months ago, you kind of really got started with this brand. Yeah. If you go back to that time right before your launch and give yourself any one piece of advice, if you were to start this business again, what do you think that piece of advice would be?
Wow. Always to believe in yourself, right? I did not think from that conversation that it would be where it is now, and doing the services that we're doing now, the opportunities that we've had in the past 22 months is bet on yourself. Bet on yourself. There are plenty of people who like laundry. Why would you do that? It's one of those boring businesses, but it has such a wide growth potential and income potential as well, because so many people, everyone has to clean their clothes some way, somehow. So pretty much, our target market is a lot of people. So I would definitely say bet on yourself and surround yourself with people who are going to support you and be prepared. And a lot of people, I think, talk about the financial preparedness, but I think the mental, the social, because as I was growing this business, I had to really be in that state where it's like I had to sacrifice some things. So even for me, sacrificing time with friends and, and family sometimes as I'm continuing to grow this business, but they all understand I'm really trying to take this business to a next level. So I may not be at everything. You may not see me as often. When you call me, I may say, hey, I have 10 minutes. but you have to prepare yourself. Some habits just have to change as you continue to grow and scale your business.
Yeah, no, I really appreciate that advice. And I'm probably not surprised to hear, just definitely not the most common answer, but definitely something I hear a lot from, brands across industries, people, whether people are pre-revenue or been in business for 15 years. When I ask that question, I think surrounding yourself with that community of mentors and people who could just be kind of entrepreneurial with you and give you feedback when they see things, rather than it's great to get the positive feedback and have that kind of moral support. You also need to surround yourself with people who are maybe give you a little bit of tough love sometimes, or just point things out to say if it was me, I'll probably do maybe this way, and just to get those differing perspectives, right? And to your point, I know you mentioned trying to give back to people that are interested in being entrepreneurs in this space and kind of giving back as a mentor that way. I think it's super important, and it's definitely something that I try to bring on the podcast as well. Is just trying to bring different perspectives and find commonality of experiences between all different types of entrepreneurs. So I really appreciate you being a part of that conversation as well. I think it's really important too. So thank you for that. And yeah, I guess just one other thing, obviously with the advent of ChatGPT and AI tools, all manner of things, I think it's talked about a little bit too broadly in the scope in many ways. But have you kind of found any AI tools that have been really integral to you and the scalability of your business you found since some of these things have been coming along?
Yeah, it definitely helps with our content. The fact that we're able to post on so I do have a virtual assistant who is really savvy with it, different things. We've also been using AI as far as creating reels, creating sizzle reels, sound bites for us as we continue to grow in different spaces. And actually, we're going to come out with a YouTube series for our smaller clients, so ages 2 to 12, and teaching them about laundry habits and taking care of your clothes and,
That's awesome.
Organizing your room. And so we plan on, animating that and using some AI with that as well. So
that's incredible. I just want to give you a quick opportunity as well for anybody listening that might be in your area, or maybe want to ask you as well, when you're coming to my city, what's the best way to stay in touch with you all between your socials and your website and everything? What's the best way to stay in touch?
Right. So definitely, like I said, the website, laundrybasketdelivery.com. You can reach out to us also on Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn. So our handles across the board are Laundry Basket Delivery. And you can call 301-720-1556. You can call me, you can text me, you can DM me, you can email me. So yeah, we're very responsive. I will respond.
Awesome. Well, Hyacinth, I just want to say thank you again for coming on. I just want to really wish you the best of luck and continued success in everything that you're doing. I think it's a really awesome and creative idea, and a space that I think has a lot of white space for optimization. I think that's it as a macro trend where a lot of these things are going. These kind of very legacy, traditional, long-standing industries, whether it's laundry or whatever it is. I think all the white space is really in the optimization of those types of services. I think you can really hit the nail on the head. I can tell that there's a huge need for this. From the way you talk about it, and obviously your passion is super clear in the way that you talk about what you're doing as well. So I really appreciate you coming on, and I really look forward to staying in touch with you as well.
Oh, definitely. Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you. Thanks, Hyacinth. Thanks, everybody.